Welcome, everyone, to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium and the home of the Southwest Classic, and fans have been filling this place up for the past few hours. Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Texas A&M going up tempo. To throw, it's Reed. Got his man on the right. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Snagged in the middle, it's Washington. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Goes to the option. At the 45 on his way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Coming after him. Dances away to buy time. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Pulls it and fires to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. He rifles one deep to the left. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give out of the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Back to throw, it's Green. He looks that one in nicely. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Muhammad. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here on 3rd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Oh, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking for a man. It's Green. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll run play action. Working that left side. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Going up top on first down. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Reed. Quickly complete.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggle the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. On second down, looking again to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on third down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Offense set on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. After the incompletion, it's second down. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like. And through 2 quarters of ball in the Southwest Classic, we've been treated to a fun one. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the stadium and our guys to start up the second half.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Armstrong. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going over the top. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Handoff from the shotgun. The Razorbacks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense going all in to stop the run. To the air, it's Green. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The pitch to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's got it down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out sometime.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
So equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slides away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Green. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Got it behind the line. It's Green. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Owens. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Texas A&M going quickly. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. We bring on the nickel defense, passing the football for plays. make the...
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records,